Well, hello there, everybody. How are you? Welcome to take 2 of our new moon in Aries co-creation meditation. So yesterday I tried swimming upstream to make sure that I could provide a new moon meditation on the day that the new moon was born. And I discovered that trying to do this without Wi-Fi, without a good strong Wi-Fi signal, just on your phone data, without having turned the buzzing vibration off on your phone, can make it rather challenging for people to follow the meditation. So I've decided to redo it today. We're going to do the same thing, and there was a lot of insights that came from yesterday's meditation, and it was a really full-on day. Now, one of the things that I was focusing on at the start of the meditation was actually how crazy the frequencies were. Like there were lots of nice new energies bubbling up, and at the same time, it felt like there was a lot of things coming to the surface that was challenging to deal with. And one of the things that I just want to be really clear about is if you're doing energy work, you really, really need to be looking after your physical being, like nourishing yourself properly. I've mentioned this a lot recently because about 3 months ago, I was doing the doTERRA Cleanse and Restore, which is a supplement-based cleanse, which was sort of plant-based. And then I moved into a different phase of my well-being where I've kind of basically been eating meat and seeing the difference between what I need to take to be optimal on a plant-based diet, which is lots of supplements, and knowing that there are certain things I need to leave out anyway because they don't suit my body, and actually what that means if I'm just eating meat and I'm not needing to take the supplements. So just the two extremes, really. Not that I'm seeking to focus on extremes, but understanding what it means to eat really simply and get everything you need from eating simply, and then what it means to eat in a different way and therefore need all these extras to be able to function optimally. That's another discussion, another conversation. I will be interviewing Dominic Rapson, who is my nutritionist, about all of this because there's so much interesting data and science behind it. But for me, what's important in all of this is that I had been a bit relaxed over the weekend in terms of my current regime food-wise, and I've learned firsthand just how toxic crappy food is. So I had a tub of ice cream on Friday night, and oh my goodness, on Saturday I was just depressed and emotional all day. And the same with, I kind of added some other bits in that I wouldn't normally do yesterday and the day before, and you can see it. You could see it in my face, you could see it in my energy, I could feel it in the way I was responding to life events. So I'm just urging you to understand, excuse me, that the more polluted our bodies are, the kind of less sensitive they can be on one level, but they can also display other sensitivities like eczema, asthma, hay fever, that kind of thing. But your body is always telling you how it's responding to what you're putting in it. And the more that you fine-tune your instrument, the more you'll know when you are not looking after that instrument optimally. So I'll leave that there, but that's part of why things were particularly crazy for me, although a lot of insights came about. Whoever's online, please announce yourselves. I would love to know who's joining me. Oh, just as I say that, they disappear. Hopefully we will be able to connect with more of you, certainly in the replay, because it is a better time. I have cacao with me today, and I would like to start with a little welcoming of the Cacao Diva, and then we'll go into a little bit of information about this particular new moon, and we will do our co-creation again. So if you've got your cacao, now's the time to bring it up to your heart. And if you haven't got cacao, that's fine. Just bring your hands to your heart. You can close your eyes. And welcome your whole being as it is right now into the space that is your body, into the space that you are dwelling in, sitting in. And be aware of the sphere of compassion that's always surrounding you. And be aware also of the rod of light that is always present within you, connecting you from source all the way down through the sun, through your body, down into your earth chakra, about 3 foot deep in the earth. And whenever you awaken your connection to this by focusing on it, it will then start to feed your physical body, which when it's fully charged will mean that the outline of your physical body will glow. Just allowing that, and allowing your energy field to brighten. And in this time where we have a new moon in Aries, the newborn of the sign of the zodiac, very much about primal needs, taking care of our own personal primal needs. It's inviting that slither of moonlight to unite with the energy of the cacao diva. It's the spirit of the cacao medicine, the cacao plant, the bean. And through this sometimes volatile energy, the key is grounding and centering. So inviting the cacao diva to support us, to bring balance and harmony to every area of our life that needs it. And to allow our perception to shift so that more grace and ease can be brought into all that we do, all that we are, all that we see. And so inviting that this co-creation meditation is just what you need, just what we each need to bring balance and harmony into our lives through deeper insight and through aligning our will with divine will, which I'll talk about a little bit more a bit later. So just bowing your head to your lovely heart, welcoming the cacao diva in, whether you're drinking or not, and slowly bringing yourself back. As you deepen your breath and you gently come back, you can start to drink your lovely cacao. So meat and cacao has been what I've said. And okay, for those of you who don't know me, I am a woman of principle. So the journey that I'm on currently has taken me into my perceptions and reservations and judgments of myself and others, and got me to dig much deeper into things that otherwise I just had an opinion on without actually exploring more fully, and also got me to look into data beyond how it's presented to what's underneath it as well, which if you know me, you know I do that quite a lot in other platforms. But these co-creation meditations are your opportunity to work with me and experience the benefits of reality crafting, of shifting your perception of reality and clearing up resistance to what is there, and therefore being able to transform what is there and to allow it to become more of what you want it to be, with the understanding that what you focus on grows. And so as you change your view of the world around you changes. And this is like just a little snippet of the work that I do in my coaching programs and my digital programs that are available for those of you who would like to go through things in your own time. So if you find you like the way I work and would like to know more, my next round of group coaching is starting on Tuesday, the 24th of April, and that'll be 8 to 9:30 UK time. So if you feel you'd like to be part of a small mastermind group and learn to co-create your reality by clearing up your resistance to your conscious will, your conscious desire, through reprogramming your subconscious and then aligning it with divine will, hello, that's what I do, that's what I support you to do, and I will be absolutely delighted to communicate with you about how you could join. So whether it's one-to-one or group coaching or anything else, yoga, that you might be interested in, do get in touch if you would like to know more. Right, so we're now going to move into some of these insights about this new moon, because it's good to know what we're dealing with. Now, I am basically following what I did yesterday because so many insights actually came. So I did mention about food. The challenging energy that's around has led to some very frank conversations but also a revealing of the fact that how easy it is to perceive someone else's actions as meaning something, when actually where they're coming from means something is completely different. So how easy it is for us to judge others, to perceive others differently to how they are intending to be seen, and what they're actually wanting to convey to you, and how that can be misconstrued. Also the value of having a kick up the arse sometimes. So us being in our truth doesn't mean we're all rainbows and unicorns all the time. As much as I love rainbows and I love unicorns, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, it's really about the value that comes from conflict, the value that comes from being able to say, I'm not comfortable with that, I'm not okay with that, this has triggered me. And this Aries new moon is really giving us energy like that. So it's about, I mentioned here, Aries being the newborn of the zodiac sign, and our primal needs. Where are we not meeting our own needs, and are we projecting onto others and then resenting them for not meeting our needs? Being that there is this cutting things out. So this is a wonderful new moon for big change. Okay, what I wrote here is best new moon of the year to step out of your comfort zone and break some long-term habits. And you can focus on, you know, the habits that are sort of external reflections of your inner habits. But I'm going to invite you to go deeper and recognize that whatever it is you reach for to numb out or distract yourself is a reaction to something else, and it's actually getting to the processes within that lead you to want to disassociate rather than to engage. And we're all becoming more proficient at that. So this is especially true with regard to being true to your heart. So irrespective of what this other people say and think and what they want from a situation, you can have spent a long time trying to do what they want, or to value what they want more than what you want in the situation. And as a result of that, it gets very explosive, because one of you is actually really sacrificing your own need in that situation. And I talked yesterday about unconditional love and my perception of unconditional love, and it's like, well, you always, you know, you do your best to accommodate the needs of others, and you reflect on your own inner challenges in terms of what this brings up for you, and you, in so doing, you get to this place where it's like, it's all about them, it's not about you. And then before you know it, you're just really pissed off because no one's actually doing that for you. And if they are, they're doing it for you, you're doing it for them, but neither of you are really happy because you're putting the other person's needs before your own. I say this carefully because I know we may have parents, siblings, children, friends that really do rely on us, and there's no way we can just go, don't feel like it today, sorry love, going to stay in bed and have a duvet day. But being able to acknowledge, if you are engaged in activities or situations that are taxing for you, that actually they are challenging for you and they're not the way you want them to be. I asked two very poignant questions yesterday, which is partly why, again, I decided to redo the video. So if you've got your notebook, it's a good time to write this down. What isn't working in your life right now? So what situations, what relationships, what dynamics are not working in your life right now? And then, you know, I wrote my own notes on this, so just write the questions now. Things might become more sort of obvious to you as you go on, but you might want to look at it later. And then the second thing is, what areas and attitudes are no longer serving you? So what areas of your life, attitudes and perceptions are no longer serving you, like getting really clear on that. And so what your work is with this is to either change the situation or change your thoughts around the situation. And I tell you no lie, there's been a situation in my life which does involve someone that is dependent on me, that I have been very concerned about and anxious. I've had to really use my tools to not go into fear around it. And today it's like I got to see the clouds parting. I got to see that things are actually, wow, so much better than I thought. And just to allow a feeling of safety, which is there anyway. Like when we're looking for an external circumstance to make us feel safe, we're giving our power away, because You need to feel it first before you can see it. It's the opposite of what we've built the whole scientific model out of, which is when you see it, you'll believe it, right? So when we co-create our reality, when we align with divine will, we believe it first and then we see it. That's how you co-create. So you want safety in the world, you've got to start creating that feeling inside of you. This is, I'm giving away my magic tools here, but how you go about doing it's another thing. So trust that the changes that you feel called to make, whether simple or just drastic, are what you need to make. And I've come up with a mantra for you, which I have made a little more user-friendly than the other day. She says very confidently, all these different pieces of paper. Let's find it. There we go here then. Sorry, very professional. So, if you want to write this mantra down, I am making productive, heart-centered, inspired choices and changes for the highest good of all. So if you're not sure about what to do and you're being inspired to step out of your comfort zone, which is essential with this Aries new moon, that's what it's all about. It's going, all right, I'm done with that. I'm really done with going back to that situation again and again, expecting it to be different. It's not giving me what I want. It's not serving my highest good. It's frustrating me because I keep hanging in there hoping for things to change, but it's not going to. Whatever it is, right? So to help you really get on course, the mantra, I am making productive, heart-centered, inspired choices and changes for the highest good of all. And you could just say, I ask to see through divine eyes. I command to see through divine eyes. You know, I intend to see through divine eyes. Help me see through divine eyes. Every time we work with our I am invocations, that's what we're doing. We're connecting to our God self. We're connecting to that God particle that is divine will. And we're saying, show me, help me see through that filter, that perception, this situation. That's what we're being called to. And I think when you forget to do something, you stop seeing evidence of it, okay? So I love driving and looking for signs from the universe, and I get all sorts of amazing signs on vans, you know, that are like, wake up, yes, optimum living, glow zone, like the endless, you know, peaceful home, like there's just so many, it makes me laugh. But the one I saw today, can't make this up, divine shine. Love it. Going to be used everywhere. So thank you for that one. So see yourself holy, don't deny your dark side. Others forgive us a lot quicker for things we abhor in ourselves. So this is very, very true about authentically being in relationship with others, whether it's friendship, whether it's romance, whatever it is. It's being able to say, this is doing my head in. Hello, Cherie, welcome. So, you know, being able to sort of step out of it and go, actually, as it is, this is doing my head in. I can't deal with this as it is. Let's see what else I have missed out or not missed out. Crazy energies. These are the new bits of information. So be very, very careful. You do want your independence, but it's a delicate balance, as we said. So just be really clear about what you're swallowing down, what you're having to suppress in order to keep the peace, because you're not going to be able to do that for much longer. That's what's being purged at the moment. And if you've been snappy, resentful, passive-aggressive, you're not in your truth. Something is out. And so you may need to adopt a bit more of an all-or-nothing approach. Usually I'm about the middle way, but sometimes it's about drawing a line. And this is where ambiguity is such a wonderful teacher, because being ambiguous doesn't mean you don't care. It just means that let's say you want to stop smoking, good example. There's as much of you that wants to carry on smoking as there is wanting to stop smoking. You know, and the reasoning that you want to do each doesn't really matter. It's quite a balance. You enjoy it. You don't really want to stop. Might kill you. You know it's not a good idea to do it. What is it suppressing? All that kind of thing, right? But you're really about there. So in the end, you make a choice. you make a choice which one you are going to feed into. And if you make the wrong choice, it will just feel uncomfortable and more and more and more and more and more and more uncomfortable until you make the other choice, which will be the right choice. But it's getting into that state of what feels good, what aligns with the divine. Inspired action comes from aligning with the divine, having an intention, and then aligning that intention with divine will and taking inspired action. That's what we're about. That's what we do here at RozyGlow. That's what I'm inviting you to join me to do today. Okay, so it doesn't suit me to look at myself this way, but it is what is true for me, so let's respond to it. So that's another thing. It's like being able to say, okay, well, look, it's not, I don't want to look at it like this. I don't want it to be like this, but it is this way. So what do I do with it now? I know this is how I feel. I can't make myself feel the way you want me to feel, or the way this situation or this job or this circumstance wants me to feel. So I just leave that with you because I think it's really helpful to also invoke your own higher self and connect to source, rather than be in a kind of let the universe decide. By all means, ask the universe to help you, but just remember the universe is a holographic experience. It's a projection, one could say even a virtual reality, or you could say that there is a creator God for this universe, but there is a more unified source frequency that holds all of existence into account, into unity consciousness, not just one universe. So I'm inviting you to sort of take a bird's eye view of your own individual need, knowing that as you get clearer and clearer in yourself about what you need, what you want, what is and what isn't working for you, you're actually contributing to the collective. And this takes me into when we anchor into our earth chakra. If you can imagine that you are a column of light, and about 3 foot deep in the earth you have a spinning vortex of energy, which is your earth chakra, and I invite you these days to connect to that rather than the center of the earth, because Gaia is ascending, Mother Earth is ascending. There are two main realities. One is the sort of fear, struggle, victim consciousness, life is terrible, shit keeps happening paradigm. And the other is the one we're co-creating, we're building together through these tools, which is actually I am responsible for what's going on in my life. I can co-create things differently to how they are by learning how to play with the rules, by the rules. And actually I connect to divine law, which is way above human law. So human laws, and I'm not giving you an excuse here to drink, drive or speed or any of that, but you rise above that red tape that is so frustrating for so many awakening starseeds. So those are those of us who are sensitive souls who feel like we're more than just human beings. Not that there's anything wrong with being just human, but we're finding it hard to exist within this earthly plane. We need to be able to do that. We need to be able to exist here. So you do that by anchoring into your earth chakra. This will support you with your root chakra as well. And in anchoring into that earth chakra, you start to feed this crystalline grid that is, it sort of encompasses the whole planet. It's about 3 foot deep in the earth, but it's also about 3 foot deep of crystal, right? So right up to the surface and down. And as you anchor down and you start to feed yourself what you need, you start to dish it out to everyone else who needs it too. That is just such a powerful thought. I just want you to digest it while I go and let my cat in. Just give me 1 second. Of course she wants to come and join us for the meditation. That's what she does. So yeah, any thoughts anyone has on that, then do go ahead. I'm really just trying to cover bits that are important. So last new moon, we were kind of being told that, well, we were being given the opportunity to start to get our ducks in a row. I'll just read a few bits out. So this new moon's taking place in part of the sky that is occupied by Uranus, and this is bringing particularly dramatic shift in priorities. Jupiter is also forming an alignment with Venus. So the suggestion here from Jonathan Kahner's nephew Oscar is that if we attend to our affairs with care, we can guarantee strong growth. I love it when someone guarantees something. Guaranteeing strong growth. Come here, don't turn the computer off. Thank you, darling. Then that's really what we're dealing with. I like that. That's pretty strong. So we have got powerful changes ahead. The March new moon in Libra was the universe has been challenging us to get our priorities in order. What have you been giving your time to, and has it been serving you? And what is no longer working for you? So feeling forced to reconsider how we are doing things. And that's it. We have been forced now. If we haven't quite got the message, it's coming through now, like a little, come on. This new moon, we're given some guidance on the changes we can make to bringing balance and harmony into our lives. And that's why I asked you the questions. So, you know, what isn't working in your life, and what areas and attitudes no longer serve you. So you either change the situation or your thoughts around it. Trust that the changes you feel called to make are correct, and set that intention. I gave you the intention. I think we're doing well here, folks. We're about ready to start this co-creation. Yeah. So my overall message with RozyGlow is you ascend, you evolve when you can learn to love yourself through absolutely everything. An ascended master is someone who's been a sinner first. You cannot be a saint. You cannot possibly be all-encompassing compassion if you haven't understood what one needs to be compassionate about. And it's when you really feel you fucked up. It's when you really feel you haven't been your best. It's when you really feel you've known better and you still allowed the patterns to take over. Can you still show up for yourself, or do you scold yourself? Who's the voice in your head? I have to say the voice in my head has changed a lot over the years, and particularly since I've been reprogramming my subconscious the last 4 years. It's a loving, kind, authoritative, but kind voice that comes in and says, hold on a minute. Rosanna just needs a bit of time and space. No judge, just step back, everyone. And she just gives me space. This aspect comes in, lovingly scooping up the fearful aspects of me and going, this isn't how we deal with it. And that's not the voice I had. I had that horrible, nasty, you know, voice in my head that was painful, really painful. Good to be past that. So ask your higher self and the cosmos to guide you to the best course of action. I gave you the mantra. Stay open and look for signs. We will be encouraged to bring productive and healthy changes to our lives. We may need time to understand the changes of this new moon. So it might be a week or so. Definitely it feels more calm today than yesterday, but also I've been eating properly today. So, you know, you've got to also recognize what you're contributing that might be destabilizing you or stabilizing you, because we all need stability. We all need grounding and stability. Patience and staying grounded is how we will get through all of this. So, although there's some volatile energy, it will pass quickly. Just ground and center. If you're sensitive to new moon energy, let things rise up. What are they saying and what good can come of it? And there's a lot of clearing the air which is coming. So don't be frightened to allow all aspects of your being to reveal themselves. So very much about self-development, getting in touch with your true essence, getting to know yourself better, how to look after yourself and what you need better. Do you love that? How to look after yourself better, what you want and what you need. And how can you best look after your own needs over others? So the question now is, what brings you joy? That's what we're going to be working with in the co-creation today, is clearing the blocks to joy. And this is other people that have been disturbing your joy and situations. So stand up for yourself, step out of your comfort zone. It's only when you do this that you can grow and know who you are. It's a good moon for manifesting and starting new things, changes for sure that will fuel your growth and uncover new parts of you. So let's focus with patience and staying grounded. All right, my loves, that's it. That's the theory. So if you've got a crystal, you're ready now to get going. It'll be about 20 minutes. Oh, that's where you went. So yesterday I was wearing my Miraculous Mary. There she is. Da, da, da. And I lost her, but I forgot I'd put her in with my crystal. So it's all good. And here we have my amethyst. So grab your crystal, grab your cacao. If you've had your cacao, you can have another little sip of it. When you're ready, with your crystal in your hands, just take a nice deep breath in, close your eyes. And remember again that beautiful rod of light, that connects you to the source of all that is, and also down to your earth chakra. You're feeding it, you're connecting to it. The moment you connect to it, you awaken it. I'm going to ask you to repeat some commands after me that will awaken the God particle that is your higher self, your superconscious. And then we will cleanse the crystal. So, you may want to bring a hand on your heart. And just take a moment, make sure your spine is nice and straight. And take a moment to appreciate you and all of the magnificent facets of your being. So appreciating the complexity and the sensitivity of your being and the desire to get it right, to not get it wrong, to not offend, to not hurt, to prevent pain. Bless you. So appreciating how much you care for others, for yourself, that suffering is minimized for all. And becoming aware and accepting and caring about the compassion that you have for yourself and all that you have been through and all that you've ever known and experienced that has shaped who you are today. And from this, the gratitude that you have the insight, you have the wisdom to be a conscious being, to be an energy being in a physical body, having a human experience here on this dense physical planet called Earth. Grateful to be able to connect with information that reminds you of who you are and where you're from. An awakening starseed. And as your breath deepens, you can allow with your eyes closed to look upwards towards your third eye, so you're stimulating your pineal and pituitary glands. Becoming aware of the circuitry that is your endocrine and nervous systems, your subtle body system, meridian pathways, energy centers, and the physical systems that connect to that, but in particular this heart center of yours that is the center of your electromagnetic field. It is the sensory instrument that knows beyond all other organs, before all other organs, what's really going on. And we take our whole lives to trust our hearts without it making logical sense. But you just know things at times. You're really cultivating an awareness of that depth of knowing that you can connect to within yourself. And that deep knowing is your higher self talking to you. When I talk about aligning with our divine design, we're talking about aligning with our soul's intention for this life, our soul's purpose, the things we've come here to experience, to evolve through. There's nothing outside of you that's chosen this. You're not handing over to a higher power that judges you. It's you loving you. So now, keeping in that spirit of feeling safe and soft, repeating after me, I am the one self I am. I am all that is. I am that I am. I am unity consciousness. I am source consciousness. I am the source of my creations. I am the creator of my reality. I am a multidimensional being of love and light. I am sovereign. I am creator. I am free. I am aligning with Earth's ascension timeline. I am embodying the wisdom, insight, and guidance of my higher self from my divine design timeline. I am commanding an accitonal alignment with my divine design timeline. I am choosing to co-create with grace and ease. I am choosing to co-create my personal paradise. I am choosing to align with my divine design. I am that. I am. So allowing now all of that truth to be awakened within your cellular, molecular, atomic and subatomic memory, the waves and particles of your quantum field and photon stream, in all directions of your being and all dimensions of time. All dimensions of your being and all directions of time, sorry. And continue until completion. So you can relax your hand down if you wish now and place your hands over your crystal, and we're just going to cleanse the crystal. So if you can repeat after me or just hear the words. I cleanse this crystal to renew its power so that it may bring peace and harmony and benefit all beings on this planet. I ask that all negative energy, unwanted energy, be taken from this crystal to where it can be transmuted into the purest frequencies of love and light. I am commanding that only the purest vibrations of love and light exist within this crystal for the highest good of all, and so it is. So just allowing your heart center now to awaken to all of this truth. And just as your heart is smiling, we invited the Cacao Diva in earlier. Just as you recognize the divinity within your own heart, so too love is raining down upon you. And also rising up through your pelvic floor, through your feet, like sap rising through a tree. I'm seeing cocoon shapes at the moment. It's like we're all going through a little chrysalis period where we go from being caterpillars to butterflies as we transcend through the fourth dimension into the hyperdrive that is the fifth dimension that helps us access all of the other dimensions, all 12 dimensions, in fact, of this universe. So all these figures are just to get our logical brains to try and relax about what is infinite. But really you learn to let that go. So just feeling now your energy swirling within your sphere and allowing yourself to create a sphere in front of your face or in front of your heart as you see fit. So I am inviting you now, and I took about half an hour to do this in the car earlier, I was thinking about it, to place into that sphere every single person that you have been having a challenging time with lately, either in your thoughts about them or how you feel they perceive you or in your communication. So I'm inviting you to put everyone in there, including yourself. So one at a time, whoever they may be, family members, friends, colleagues, employees, employers. So really give yourself time. Just who's knocked you in the last couple of days, the last week? What have you been anxious about? Could be pets. Could be scenarios in the home. Could be letters you're waiting for. Whatever is disturbing your peace and your joy. So whatever is preventing you from feeling the joy that is your birthright. Move it into the sphere. I invite you to put all of the unconscious patterns in the sphere without knowing what they are that are out of alignment with your conscious will. And also out of alignment with divine will. Allow them to be released from your being without any resistance. So I don't know how much you observe the thoughts in your mind, but how often they go into spaces that are constricted and judgmental. We often have conversations with people ahead of actually having them physically. So any challenging conversation you've had in your head, place it in the sphere and notice how that sphere is expanding. If you want to place your crystal down, you can press all of your fingertips together so your palms are open but fingertips are touching. And as you do that, you will immediately have your attention drawn to wherever you lose energy from most easily, which energy center is most out of balance and easy for you to lose from. Notice where your attention is drawn. If it's more than one place, then you're getting the message that it's more than one chakra. It's okay. So place in that sphere also the judgments of others. So how you perceive or what other people have told you they think you should be. Any disappointment that they've had in you or your actions. Quite frankly, fuck them, but just put it in the sphere. Anyone who's really annoyed you, anyone that you feel, gosh, I've given you my best and it's still not enough. And also put in there any notion that you're being really clear and you can't understand why they don't get it. It's an important one. So all of the ways that you have betrayed your own truth to try and uphold someone else's truth, put it in there. Good, and just check in and notice how full that sphere is. Any situations that have seemed like they're beyond you. So situations that you don't know the answer to. Situations that you're worried you're not in alignment in what you want. Situations where you're not even clear what you want. And anything else that wants to go in there. Hello, Anne. So that sphere's massive now. It's full, and allow it to start to spin. Allow it to suck out of you any remnants of the gremlins, the cosmic monkeys, the frustrations, the self-judgments, the judgments of others, the resistance to your own inner joy. And we're going to bring in the lunar energy, so inviting infinite love to pour down through you as though the moon is, slither of the moon is just tilting to allow this divine nectar to move through you. It's like liquid light, pure clear light, moving down through the crown of your head, filling you up. Moving down through your core, filling all of your physical being, flushing out of you anything that's out of alignment with divine will, your highest good, your bliss, your divine joy. Feel the soles of your feet soften, your pelvic floor soften. Feel that anchoring of this divine light, this infinite light, into your earth chakra. Boom! And then that light spreading across through the crystalline grid. Oh, it's beautiful. Well done. And then from your heart, it instantly pours out into the sphere in front of you. So this moonlight, liquid moonlight, divine light is now loving up all of that challenging stuff, all of that he says, she says, judgments, perceptions, misperceptions, miscreations, whatever's there. Just let it all be gently tickled into a higher frequency, loved up. And I see it as a beam of light that goes in and starts to spin everything in there until all of the particles that are dense become light. Remember, the sphere's vibrating from the outside too, so it's just helping everything within there to very quickly transform into pure infinite light. And you're doing a great job. That is really looking good. So it's a little milky, murky still, but it's getting there. Just allow it to be quick, fast, instant. We don't need to spend forever trying to do things. And allow yourself to release any judgments about yourself for having failed or not failed to uphold things you want to uphold. Any disappointment in yourself. Love yourself anyway. Take deep in breaths that will lead to long out breaths. Beautiful, that's it. It becomes like a calm, crystal clear lake. Pure light. Like a crystal ball even. Oh, it's looking magnificent. So let's just anchor that bit before we bring in the emerald green ray. So just repeat after me. Anchor, lock and seal. Recalibrate, align. Balance and harmonize. For graceful, gentle, and easy integration, expression, and experience. Beautiful. So just enjoy that, love it. So it's almost like a full crystal moon. And now we'll bring in the emerald green ray, which in my sight has had an upgrade. It's like the cosmic emerald green ray. It's full of diamond particles. New colors seem to be coming about, new frequencies. So let's call in this emerald green ray, which is the light of sovereign frequency. So it's where we are our own energy. We are no longer permeable. We're no longer moved about, wishy-washied about by the energy of others. This is our own sovereign light. So manipulation, control bounces off us. And we stop feeling the pull of the opinions of others influencing our opinion of ourselves and what we feel we should do. So this ray makes us invisible, invincible, impenetrable, invulnerable, like stealth in the night. So if you feel ready to call that in, so you can really strengthen yourself as you need to. Oh, it's coming beautifully. So I am the emerald green ray. I am the emerald green ray. I am the emerald green ray. Let that move down through your body, down through your earth chakra, across through the crystalline grid. Instantly, boom. And then from your heart, pour it into the sphere in front of you, full of that crystal light. Allow the emerald green light and the diamond speckles to merge into that beautiful clear light. Oh my goodness, wow. Oh wow. Yeah. And just see how, oh, if you've seen if you've seen Wicked the musical, there's a lot of emerald green light in that. This is magnificent what I'm seeing here. You're doing a great job with this co-creation. So just allow it to become a sparkly, shimmery ball of emerald green, sparkly light. Oh, and it's there. So we're going to anchor it before we dive into it and absorb all of this energy. So remember, this is like everything that this emerald green light is doing with those little diamond speckles is cutting through, dissolving anything that is suppressing your joy, your innate, like divine grace is freely given, right? You don't have to do anything to deserve it. So this is your innate deserving and worthiness of your own inner joy. Are you ready to step into that? Don't you dare go into that sphere until you are. Okay? Your own inner joy that actually, oh, yes, this is awesome. I love this. Not, oh, I'm settling for it. Oh, yeah, it's good if I change my view of it. But like, actually, I'm looking at this the right way. It's amazing. I'm really happy. It's right in front of me. I love it. Yes, please. Thank you. Whatever that is for you. Get into the feeling of it. See it. That's what you're going to dive into. So what does it feel like to have something right in front of you that you're just delighted to step into? Don't go there yet. Don't go into it yet. See it forming. Gorgeousness. Something that you're just like, yeah, I'll have that. Yeah, I'll have that experience. Yeah, I want that. Thank you. Yeah, that's for me. Yeah. Get that feeling in your heart. Enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. Enjoy feeling like, yeah, this is it. This is where you belong. This is the magic fit for you, whether it's work, relationship, babies, figure, finances, whatever it is, just this, yes, this is where I want to be. And as you settle into that feeling, as it matures a little bit, so like a fire that's roaring that then begins to die down a little, and it's just beautifully like nuclear fusion. It's just glowing. It's ready. It's cooked. You can just maintain that. That's what you want to maintain. I'm waiting for that feeling, so I will let you know when I've got it, and that's when we're going to step in and anchor it, okay? So I'm going to be quiet for a moment, but I'm right here with you. I'm just energizing it with you. What does it feel like to be met where you want to be met? By life, by others. Yeah, we're nearly on 100%. Well done, well done, well done. Okay, so when you're ready, I'm seeing like a diving board to spring off and dive into that sphere, but you jump in, you dive in, you walk in, do a handstand, spring into it, whatever you like. Just take your time and claim that. Claim that joy that is yours. Claim that joy that is your success. Success being happiness. Beautiful. Well done. Yay. So dive in. 1, 2, 3. Pew! In you go. And bathe in that bliss. Just let yourself float within the sphere. Absorb it all into your being. You have arrived. You have remembered. You have mastered. What comes from this, you teach others the same thing. We all help each other up. So allow yourself to bathe in your achievement right now. It's not an egotistical thing. It's just, yeah, wow, I did this. I mastered it. I got it. I passed. A star. Yay! Great. Okay, we're going to anchor this now. So just as you bathe in it, just as you get scenes flashing in front of your eyes of things that you may experience, that you want to experience. Alright, so just really nectar feeling, beautiful, beautiful feeling. Knowing that this is a celebration throughout our universe as you fulfill your own needs. As you have the experience of having your needs met. When you're ready, please repeat after me. I command that this process continues until completion. Anchor, anchor, anchor. Recalibrate, align. Balance and harmonize. For graceful, gentle, and easy integration, expression, and manifestation. So it is, and so it shall be. I'll slowly start to deepen your breath, breathing your whole being, your consciousness into this body, aware that you have all of this energy around you, within you, that you've absorbed, you've integrated, you've harmonized with. A sphere within a sphere of beautiful energy just around you. Deepening your breath and feeling your connection to the earth, to whatever you're sitting or lying on. And coming to the point that, ooh, la la, you're back. And when you're back, you can have a little yawn, you can have a little stretch. And I hope you enjoyed that, because that was a very powerful, beautiful co-creation. Happy manifestations. So just as you're coming back, please remember, if you are challenged by time, money, love, health, I have my free Star Salutation Prosperity Challenge, which is available on my website, which you can subscribe to get it. And this will help you clear whatever blocks you have. So whether you want to focus on pound signs or dollar signs or hearts or health or time, a clock, you will clear your issue. Like, you follow the Prosperity Challenge for 28 days and you keep doing it until you find a shift. For me, it's a daily practice now. Absolutely swear by it. And there are updates. So any of you who've already done it, excuse me, that's a kick out, then you can contact us and we will send you the updates, but they will be coming to you anyway shortly. And as I said before, if you're interested in finding out more about working with me and actually doing the deeper work, which is the reprogramming the subconscious, and aligning your subconscious will, so reprogramming it, redesigning it, and aligning it with your conscious will, but also challenging your conscious will to create a focus more aligned with your divine design, and then aligning it all with divine will. That's what I do through RozyGlow, and you can inquire about booking a breakthrough call with me to find out more about either my digital programs, my group coaching, or my one-to-one coaching. As I said, I have the next group coaching starting Tuesday the 24th of April, so if you'd like to be a part of that, all sessions are recorded and sent to you, and we work together for 13 weeks, and it is profoundly life-changing but also very enjoyable. We now have aftercare called the Rise membership as well, which is very affordable. So I'm so excited to be going. This is where I'm going. Do you want to come with me? And the better it gets, the better it gets. Okay, so blessings and love and joy to you. Have a magnificent couple of weeks till I see you for the full moon. And bear in mind that once the membership starts, I'm only going to be running new moon meditations on my channel. So great time to get more involved with me. The memberships will make 2 meditations a month available, plus a lot of other extras. How do you book a breakthrough call? Very good question, my lovely Cherie. Basically, you private message me or you email Rosanna at RozyGlow.com. Rosanna is ROSANNA at RozyGlow.com. You can also go to my website, where you will find that on various pages you can book a breakthrough call. If you look particularly at the Fearless, Empowered and Free to Be Me program page or the Conceive with Ease program page, they will lead you to breakthrough calls, and you just have to scroll down the home page where the Flower of Life is, and you'll see those 2 headings. At the top is Fearless, Empowered and Free to Be Me, and then to the side somewhere is Conceive with Ease. But there's lots of other shorter products that I offer as well, that are more dealing with symptoms rather than causes, but those are the 2 that deal with causes. So I invite you to join me, and thank you for asking that question, Cherie. Besos, lots of love, besos, besos. I'm going to be in Greece basically from Thursday for 10 days, so I will see you on the other side. And I think we're going to be having a full moon pretty much with the new month, so that'll be really interesting as well. Yeah, very early on. So loads of love, and no need to push the river. It flows on its own. That was the message from yesterday, the lesson from yesterday. Aligning with divine timing means you don't push the river, you don't try swimming upstream. Yes, there are times when you've got to grab yourself by the bootstraps and push yourself forward, but for the most part, just check in with whether you're trying to force something that just needs to happen by you letting go and surrendering. And surrendering means trusting your divine mind. It means trusting your divine spark and letting go of the ego mind needing to be in control. Loads of love, loads of RozyGlow love. See you soon. Bye now.